Welcome to this video on herbs and spices. My name is Ashley Anderson, registered dietitian, personal trainer, and owner of Move Fully Nourished, where we specialize in nutrition and exercise coaching using an integrative approach to help active adults achieve optimal health, healing the mind, body, and spirit. Our integrative approach is designed to empower you as well as transform your lifestyle and relationship with food forever. The use of herbs and spices for medicinal, culinary, and other functional purposes have been used for hundreds of years, dating back to Egypt as early as 2600 BC, during the age of the pyramids. Collectively, herbs and spices are referred to as seasonings, and the difference between an herb and spice is that herbs are from the leaves of the plants that do not have woody stems or spice, and spices are from the roots, flowers, fruits, seeds, or bark of a tree. Typically, the flavors of spices are stronger than herbs. So what are some of the benefits to including herbs and spices in your cooking? First, they provide an alternative to added salt or fat or sugar without added caloric intake. They are natural tenderizers for meats. They protect our bodies against free radicals and oxidative stress, therefore reducing inflammation. They are a rich source of antioxidants, helping your immune system, and they help to prevent chronic diseases like cancer and heart disease. Some interesting facts about herbs and spices. Adding herbs to meat creates an effective inhibitor of heterocyclic amines formation, which are harmful carcinogens. And for spices, half a teaspoon of ground clove has more antioxidants than half a cup of blueberries. So it just goes to show a little bit goes a long way. Before when I mention oxidation, you may be wondering what I'm talking about. Let me first lead with the example of an iron nail. Let's say you're building a deck outside and you are hammering away at that nail that will hold the two boards together. Then over time, the deck and the nail is exposed to sun, rain, snow, humidity, and turns reddish brown over time. This color change is a form of oxidation, similar to what happens inside of our bodies every day. It's a natural byproduct of digestion, exercise, excessive sun exposure, and the aging process, as well as alcohol consumption, cigarette smoke, environmental pollutants. So this is why we need antioxidants. Antioxidation, not only from colorful fruits and vegetables, but also from our herbs and spices. So let's talk about some of the top herbs and spices for longevity. There really are so many that I want to share with you today, but for the purpose of our discussion, I'm only going to discuss 5. So let's start with basil. Basil helps to normalize cortisol levels and has an anti-stress effect. Analgesic properties, reducing pain, and helps protect liver cells. You can add it to fresh salads, whole leaves on tomato slices. You can add it dried at the end of the cooking process to maintain the flavor. And you can also rub it on fish or poultry or meat. Next, let's discuss the spice cinnamon. Cinnamon slows gastric emptying, means that it helps to reduce blood sugar after a meal. It also helps to reduce inflammation, reduce pain, and promote heart health by preventing blood clots. Cinnamon comes from the innermost bark of an evergreen tree, and a few examples of how you can use it is you can add it to a roast or root vegetables, lentil soup, chili, fruit, a warm tea drink. I especially love to add a little cinnamon in a warm cashew milk or a golden milk. The next spice I'm going to talk about is garlic. Garlic has cardiovascular benefits, helps to lower triglycerides and total cholesterol levels, lowers blood pressure, and decreases atherosclerosis, which is buildup of plaque in the arteries. It has anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, and antimicrobial effects as well, and helps to prevent yeast infections. You can chop or crush the cloves to activate the enzymatic conversion of phytonutrients, which is called allicin. And when cooking, expose it to as little heat as possible, like 5 to 10 minutes using 250 degrees Fahrenheit. And if you want to get rid of your garlic breath, you can add parsley to a meal or chew on fresh sprigs of parsley. You can also chew on roasted fennel or cardamom seeds as well. And to get the smell off your hands, you can wash your hands with water and lemon juice and rub some baking soda on your moist hands and rinse. Several ways you can use garlic as well. You can stuff cloves into roast, puree roasted garlic on cooked potatoes with extra virgin olive oil. You can add it to homemade salad dressings, which is my favorite way to use garlic in a dish. And I also love roasting a whole bulb and mashing it up and mixing it with some roasted veggies. The next spice is a powerhouse. It's a powerhouse spice that is used for so many things, but I'm talking about ginger here. It's beneficial for migraines, osteoporosis, motion sickness, nausea, vomiting, protects against liver damage, helps kill off bacterial overgrowth, and has been used in research as a natural painkiller. It has been shown to be as effective as an NSAID for relieving pain and inflammation, about 500 to 1,000 milligrams 1 to 2 times daily. In cooking, you can use it to add to stir fries. You can also add it to a tea or make a rice dish with sesame seeds and sunflower flakes. You can also add it to a marinade with coconut milk and garlic. So there's so many ways that you can use this powerful root. The last one I'm going to discuss today is rosemary. Rosemary is also rich in antioxidants, and it also helps to decrease cancer-causing HCAs. When grilling meats, so if you marinate your protein source with fresh or dried rosemary, it helps to protect your body against the carcinogen that can form when protein is exposed to heat. Rosemary also helps to lower cortisol levels when inhaled. Cortisol is one of those stress hormones. I often like to diffuse rosemary essential oil when I need a little extra calm in my day. And rosemary has also been shown to help improve memory. In cooking, you can season meats with rosemary or add a sprig underneath meat while cooking. You can also add rosemary to egg scrambles. I like to grind up my rosemary needles and add the ground version to omelets or soups or sauces. And you can get the benefits of the herb without choking on the needles then. There are many other herbs and spices that have medicinal benefits to our body. Try to use one new spice this week and explore the variety of flavor that seasonings can add to your dishes. Thank you so much for joining me today, and hope you learned something new.